Hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Thank you to my returning subscribers. I do appreciate you so much. And if you haven't already subscribed, then please do subscribe to this channel and you will receive much more videos of me doing readings for you. So today I wanted to do one that I don't normally do these very often, but this is about how do they feel about you, okay? So there's always somebody on your mind, isn't there, that you would like to know, what do they think about me? I mean, it could be if you've had maybe a bit of a tiff with your partner or something and you just want to know how they're feeling right now if you're not quite talking, or maybe you're in a separation with somebody right now and you want to know how they feel about you, or there's a connection that you've got that, or perhaps you're dating at the moment, you just want to know, what is that person thinking and feeling about me right now? Now, the only thing I will say is don't pick somebody that you don't know, okay? Don't pick somebody that you have a crush on but they don't know you at all, because this won't work for you. If they don't have any real connection with you, they're not likely to be thinking about you. Or if they are, the connection isn't going to be very strong. So it has to be, somebody that is right now, as soon as I said it, the first person that springs to mind that you want to know how they feel about you, okay? So to do this, first of all, I'm going to use the Messages of Love Oracle deck, because these give you just a few messages as to maybe some things that are going around in this person's mind right now. Only about you, though. We're not going to pick any other information about them, only how they feel about you, okay? So we're not spying on a person. We're just looking at the connection between you guys. So think about that person right now. Put them in the forefront of your mind. See them, the normal clothes that they wear, maybe their laugh or how they speak. Okay, there's the first one. And any information about them that springs to mind, and the particular situation that you're in with this person right now as well. Put that all into the forefront of your mind. And if you can also like this video, maybe even put a little comment down in the descriptions, it will strengthen our connection. I do believe that it will. I know when I do lives, if people comment, I feel more connected to their energy than anybody else's. Let's see. So we've got ego, soul tie, soul contract, shadow side. Let's get one more. Destiny. Okay. I'm going to take absence as well. Okay, so it looks like this person, I don't know about that one. Okay, that one said space on the bottom. So I do feel like maybe there is space between yourself and this person right now. So ego, I let my pride get in the way of our connection. So this could be somebody that perhaps, maybe they don't even realise that they're ego-led. They may be feeling very, finding it difficult to let their guard down in certain situations, or finding it difficult to sort of acknowledge where maybe their part they played in the situation, okay? Now, there's many reasons why that can be difficult for a person. Then soul tie, I always feel connected to you, and soul contract, the lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. Now, it's interesting because the next one after that was shadow side, which was you made me realise my flaws. So this does definitely feel to me like the kind of connection where you've kind of brought a mirror out for each other, and especially you for this person. It's almost like maybe you've said things, it could be subtly, but you pulled them up and pointed to the signs, or pointed to what they need to change, or maybe what, you've kind of made your needs known and this person hasn't been able to meet those needs, or hasn't gone about it in the way that you would want them to, and maybe you've pulled them up on that or made them realise that, and it's like they've kind of realised they've had to do some shadow work in this connection with you. It's like they've had to realise like what they need to do on there. This card reminds me of the universe card, or the world card, which is kind of about that realisation. Sorry, not the judgment card. So it's about that realisation, and like awakening to themselves. That's happening in this connection here. So if you're not talking right now, if there's a bit of a space where you aren't really talking, because we've got absence on here as well, I feel like a part of me is missing without you. But this person, I feel, and yourself, You have periods where you don't really talk, or you just don't really speak about anything, okay? And in that, they've had time to really work on these aspects of themselves and have realizations of like, well, actually, yeah, maybe I came across as this in this connection. Maybe I made it all about me and not really about them. So there's definitely an energy of that soul tie. You know, you probably can't stop thinking about this person, and you're like, why can't I stop thinking about them? Why can't I just let them go? Why can't I just move on? But there's something that constantly pulls you back together, that brings you back together. I do feel as well, I get a sense of like a lot of road trips. Maybe you took a lot of trips together. There's a lot of memories there, and I feel like a lot of things just remind you of this person as well when you go anywhere. But they have taken on board everything that's been said in this connection and are learning from it, you know, trying to do the best from it. So let's see what the runes are telling us in this. What do we have for you? We have Uruz. So this is about the connection between you now. We have Lagos. And Tiwaz. Okay, so there is real strength and determination in this. It's almost like neither of you are going to back down, neither of you are going to let go. It's very transformational. You've been through a lot of transformations, both of you, on an independent level, by being around each other. You listen to each other, you hear what each other has to say. You might not announce that or speak about that between you, but you both go away and think about things that have been said. You both do that. And Lagos here, there's an element of fear from both of you. Maybe it's fear of, and with Tiwaz coming out next to it, I do sense it could be a little bit of a fear of commitment. I sense maybe there's two people here that can be maybe a little bit avoidant in looking too far ahead into the future. So maybe you don't always see how things are going to pan out. It almost feels like there's something stuck in the way of this being able to be a beautiful connection where it just flows. So there's something that stood in the way of that, and it's something to do with being able to transform and having commitment as well. So there's two different things. It's almost like one of you or both of you needs to transmute something somewhere. Now this could be a trait, it could be something from the past that you need to kind of like move through, like you need to break through some kind of threshold in order to create flow in this connection. Like you've got to push through that, and it means breaking something wide open, which there's fear around that because there's vulnerability in it. Okay, and I feel like that's actually coming from both sides. But it feels like you both in this connection have met your highest self. You've met your highest self and had a realization about your life. You know, one of you or both of you could have really spurred on your soul purpose. You know, you're moving towards things that are bringing you your soul purpose. And it wasn't until you met this person that started to happen. And the other person, I feel, could be having some realizations about, you know, where they take their wise counsel from, who they're talking to and who's advising them and things like that. And they're starting to recognize, actually, I am my own wise counsel. So they're starting to get more justice in their lives for the things that they've had happen there. So let's get into the tarot and see what are they thinking about you right now. Well, that was quick. That's very quick. Okay, so thinking about you right now, well, the Queen of Wands. Now, I mean, whether you're male or female, although I do sense that this is more that you are the female here watching this, and this is the masculine coming towards you, because the Knight of Swords is all about hasty decisions, quick action and communication. So it's like this person is thinking right now about you in a very sensual way, okay? And if you're the feminine here, you are the Queen of Wands here. They're thinking about you in the sense of like, you've got everything. You're the dream come true. You're everything that they want, okay? Now, if you're the masculine here, I feel like this could be you that wants to step in quite quickly with conversation with this person, because you see them as this Queen of Wands. You see them in their power, in their beauty, in their sexuality. and it's kind of making you feel like you can't forget them, okay? Now, if you're the feminine here, this person makes you feel like this Queen of Wands. You know, maybe they say things to you that make you feel really feminine, that make you feel in your power. But it feels like there's this kind of period of chop and change. So it's like it goes nice for a bit and then it stops, and then it goes nice for a bit and then it stops, is what it feels like. But there's an energy of something has shifted in that, and maybe that's why you're watching videos around this now, because this person, I feel, they know your worth. They know you are this goddess energy almost. And they see you, you know, you don't need anybody or anything. You're doing all right on your own. But they're sort of like, but I want to be there for you. I want to be there with you. And they've had a lot of realizations over this. So what is the next action going to be? What is the next action going to be? Wow. Okay, we've got the priestess, the high priestess. So, wow. They've been following their intuition. Their next action here could be about offloading some secret. Could be about bringing to you some kind of clarity over something that you felt was hidden, that you weren't able to see before, or what they couldn't see before. They're going to explain to you, like, I couldn't see this before, I didn't understand this before, but now I see it very clearly. And I've got something to tell you. I've got something I need you to know. I do feel this person has been talking about you to other people, or other people have mentioned you, and it's made them realise, actually, you know, yeah, this person is top notch. Like, I really like this person. So let's see, what is this that's going to be revealed to you? So we have the Page of Cups. Now, I feel like that came out in the reverse a little bit. So there's an element here of them suggesting about they were immature. They weren't mature enough at the time to come forward with this. Now, this might be that perhaps this person and you had this connection from like a long time ago when you were a lot younger, and they've realised now, like, I wasn't in the right place. But for some of you, it could be that they just emotionally weren't mature enough at the time to deal with some issues that were going on in your connection. But now they've had time to reflect and think about that. They've started to realise, actually, you know, I do feel more emotionally mature now about this. I've done a lot of work on myself. Okay, they're not feeling very hopeful though. I feel like they sort of feel that they've missed a chance here, or that it's not going to happen. Okay, so why are they coming forward now with this? Okay, they're coming forward now because they're just so sick of feeling wounded. They're so sick of being hurt. They're so sick of doing the same things over and over and having the same outcome, and they've had a realization about that they're doing that to themselves. They've had this realization that, actually, I'm the one that's hurting myself. Just saw 1313 on the clock again. I'm going to put down in the comments what that means, okay? So they've realised it was them that was hurting themselves by sabotaging things within this connection. Okay, they've had a realisation about that, and they want to express that to you. I feel like they want to come forward and express that to you. I'm getting the name Teddy or something like that, or Ted. There's like a definite T name coming out on this. Maybe they want to gift you a teddy. Maybe a teddy is significant in your connection. See, something with like red, like a red bow as well. Maybe you are going to get a gift from this person. So, when are they going to come forward to you? When is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? Well, we've got the Five of Wands on there, so I'm taking that just for the number rather than what the card actually represents, okay? But I do feel there has been some barriers, maybe some competition, some fear of missing out has been happening around this as to why there's been choppiness in this connection. Now, the 5, I do feel that this person perhaps already has reached out to you, perhaps around May. But I feel like from this point of view, watching this video right now, expect communication within the next 5 days with this truth that's coming out. They found their strength, they found the courage, and they're just going with it. They've realised, I don't know whether you've decided to just move on now. You're not waiting around anymore. You're not waiting for this. And they've kind of picked up on that energy of like, they're not going to wait for me forever. They're not going to be here forever. They're going to move on. And I will have missed my chance. And that's how they're feeling right now. So let's just see, how do you feel about this? You feel like a fool. You feel like you've been strung along. Like things have just, yeah. I sense an energy of like, I hope this doesn't offend anybody, but I'm feeling a little bit foolish for the actions that you've taken, for the things that you've done within this connection, in terms of like, not saying that you've done anything bad or wrong, but more maybe how available you've been, or you've kind of allowed this person to string you along. You've given them so many chances, you've given them so much understanding, and you don't feel like you've really had that back. But there's this such a soul tie, soul contract, you know, there's this, and destiny as well, struggling to find the right path. I don't think I talked about that one before. So there is this deep feeling, I feel, from your side, that this is more than just a fleeting connection that you've had. There's something deeper within it. And you are willing to take a risk with this person. You are willing to, you know, if they came forward, you would be willing to take a leap of faith with it. You are faithful on that one. But there's also an energy with you as well. You've got to work on like not holding any bitterness or resentment around this as well. So that needs to be discussed as part of this. If this person's coming back in, they need to come back in with this truth, really, and expressing to you about their immaturity, pardon me, how they sabotage this, and how they're feeling they're sick of being wounded, and they've realised they're doing that to themselves. Wow, I'm burping quite a lot, and that's usually what I do when I'm doing a healing session. So if you needed to hear that today, then that was for you. So what is the outcome of this for you? What is the actual outcome going to be? Six of Wands comes out quite a lot lately. And Strength again. Wow. This is very powerful, and something has really shifted in this connection. Maybe that's happened very recently, maybe since watching this video, or just before watching this video. Something's changed in the energy of this connection, and you can feel it. It's like you feel different. It could be around the sacral, or it could be around the throat center or the heart center, that you're feeling this energy of something's different, something's changed, something feels more flowing, more easy, and you are aligning with a commitment here. And this is shown here that there is the strength and the courage to come forward, which is going to lead to triumph and success. It's going to lead to two people coming together and moving forward in that direction. Okay, I'm going to get one last card just to clarify those two on there. We've got the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom as well, which is like, that's like a long-term investment. That's like a long-term vision for the future. So what final word do we have for you? The Ten of Pentacles, of course. That wanted to come out. I love how they make an appearance and then they actually show up in the reading. It's like, this is what's going to happen. You are working in this connection. If you thought this was not going anywhere, or it just seems to be very up and down, you're not getting the truth, things are going to change very soon. Expect that within the next 5 days, okay? And this is what it's leading to, is this Ten of Pentacles. That is really family orientated, a real permanence. So it's like, it's a commitment. And that's what you've got here with T-Wars. It's kind of showing that there is commitment here. There's a want for commitment. This person wants to invest in you in this connection now. They want to do that. They had to go away to have some realizations, to work on a few things and to understand a few things. But they've realized that actually, you know, you're their destiny. And being away from you, they've realized it doesn't feel good. And they have tried to have something like what they've got with you with other people, and it just doesn't seem to work out because they can't get you off their mind. So I'm going to leave this reading here for you. If that resonates with you and you would like a deeper reading around this, then my details are down in the description box. I would be glad to do that for you. I'd be happy to speak to you. And please do like and subscribe to my channel. like this video if it resonates with you, and I will speak to you all very soon. Have a blessed day.